2005 in Anaheim. He was the number 1 seed in Madrid. He lost in the quarterfinal stage. Number 2 seed in Kuala Lumpur, lost in the round of last 16. And I just wonder whether, you know, he's sort of feeling to himself that, putting extra pressure on himself by saying, right, this is the one that I really have to win. This is my biggest opportunity. 26 years of age, number 1 player in the world.
I agree with all that. He's won 9 Super Series titles, but he's never managed to capture anything more prestigious. And it will play on his mind. 7 points conceded, and you don't do that. Oh, it was called good.
Yeah, and it was a good call by the line judge. I agree with that. And this is just extraordinary. I mean, he seemed to be in command, didn't he?
I don't think he's actually conceded 8 points on the trot consecutively in any match I've ever commentated on him before, ever.
Yeah, the thing that really is concerning me as we're seeing his coach, MsLaEd, you know, the real concern, do you remember that rally? And I said, I think he twisted his ankle or back, or he lost his footing somehow. And I think that he may have hurt his back. He's not giving anything away to his opponent, but I'm just watching very carefully the way he's moving, and now he seems tentative to me. Whereas before, you described him as Pegasus, you know, he just floated around the court, just, you know, that fluent movement. That somehow has gone. He looks slightly tentative in the way he's moving. And maybe that's the explanation for losing 8 straight points.
It's just wide. Ooh, it was close. But now, that nightmare of a sequence against Chong has been broken. And he's woken up to the fact that he's 14-18. Is out. It's 15-18. But Kuncoro is being a very, very stubborn opponent here. He is just getting everything back, and on that occasion he just went a little bit too strong on that net shot. But he really is something special. That's gone.
You know, it's quite unbelievable to me when I think back just a couple of years ago in the beginning of the Super Series events in World Badminton in the beginning of 2007. Kuncoro had to qualify for the Super Series events because he'd been out with injury and his world ranking wasn't high enough. And look at the way he's playing now.
Stunning. 19-16, and he is toying with the world number 1. Wow. Jakarta, you must be on the edge of your seats at the moment, because this would be a sensational upset of your boy turn the tables on a Malaysian. The boy from Penang has just got lots to think about for the moment. 19-16, Kuncoro in the driving seat. It's fantastic. One of the finest rallies in this tournament. Oh, it's called good. Wow, what a shot from the backhand side of Kuncoro. He has now got game point in the first, and that was one of the most stunning rallies you could hope to see in any tournament, let alone the World Championship. That was unbelievable.
Yes, the technical ability of Kuncoro to play that cross-court backhand to the outright winner.
Ready.
Well, very few players could have done that. One of them, I guess, is his teammate. Taufik Hidayat.
Taufik's just got through 21-19, 21-19 against Jonathan. So there's already one Indonesian there. Santoso lost. Now, what is Lee Chong-wei made of? Well, there is partly the answer there. He turned his back on it. 21-16, and Sony Dwi Kuncoro of Indonesia has absolutely turned the form books on its head. And I must say, I still am a huge fan of Lee Chong-wei, but there is a little moment of concern.
Of China by Croatia, Singapore, joins with Japan.
We come back to court. Jill Clark was saying that she was a little bit worried that there might be a tweak in the back of Lee Chong-wei. I'm sure if he loses this, he won't be complaining about that. He might just say his opponent is playing the match of his life, because he's certainly at the minute in control. And it's not just the resistance, it's not just the defense, it's being able to turn it into attacking options. And Chong-wei is such a fit boy, anticipates so well, he's such a master of this game. You wonder how Sony Dwi Kuncoro can find those moments of brilliance. It is extraordinary. We are being treated to an absolute stunner. Kuncoro will serve in the second game. Chong-wei has got a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's incredible. It's not often that Lee Chong-wei gets sent in the wrong direction. But having to play that high backhand almost from the centre line, that just shows that the shuttle had been lifted over his head. He wasn't expecting that at all.
Oh, he's great, absolutely. Do you know, he's oozing confidence. And the longer it goes on, Dwi Kuncoro just gets more and more of his own way. Superb stuff, true love. Is she wondering what's going on next door? It's China versus Korea in a men's doubles, and it's all getting very tight. Chong-wei gets her first point in the second game, and not before time, you might say. He needs to settle, and he needs to get into this match. He was there from the start, but he's let it drift away. Ooh. Let's say it was a good call. It was very, very tight.
Yeah, my instinctive reaction was that it was wide of the singles court there.
3-1. He doesn't need gifts from the opponent because he's taking enough himself. You know he's being forced to do things he's not in his comfort zone doing. Chong Wei is finding this unbelievable resistance from Kuncoro, and it's damaging his confidence. 4-1. It's called good. It's on the line. Unbelievable. 5-1. Was that a look of resignation by Chong Wei? He wasn't even bothered by it. Phew.
2-5.
A sigh of relief all around Malaysia. 2-5. That's out. It's 3-5.
Yeah, I think that really that Lee Chong Wei has got to start not being quite so passive within the rallies. I'd love to see him take more initiative. And by that I don't mean he's got to attack. I mean the fact that he's got to dictate the pace. He's the one that's pushing to his opponent to the back or bringing him forward at the moment.
6-3.
Kuncoro, to me, looks as if he's in control of this. And somehow the Malaysian has got to stop that happening. Kuncoro seems to be reading the drop shots. He's not been pushed and pulled out of position before Lee Chong Wei is going for those winners. We saw in the very early stages of this second game, Lee Chong Wei going for a smash straight down the line, and it missed by a fraction. He needs to pull his opponent out of position, then you don't have to go for the line. You could hit 6 inches to a foot inside the line, it will still be a winner.
But even that net shot, you see, he didn't have the confidence to follow it through. He had to play it so tight because Kuncoro was all over it. It's 7-3. This could be a huge disappointment for everyone in Malaysia. Kuncoro's confidence is supreme. He's missed that one at 4-7 now.
Yeah, he may have missed that little block, Kuncoro, but what bothers me as far as the Malaysian fans is concerned is the fact that Kuncoro was waiting for that on his forehand side. He was reading exactly what was going to happen.
Wow, much to the relief there of Lee Chong Wei. It goes long. It's 5-7. It's a real battle, I tell you, on the adjacent court there in that China-Korea men's doubles. 26 all in the second. Korea took the first. That's better. Exactly as you said, he's got to get more initiatives going.
Yeah.
6-7.
And I think that the other thing that Lee Chong Wei has got to do if he wants to turn this match around, you know, for the last few rallies, certainly towards the second half of that game, I felt that Lee Chong Wei was playing everything at the same pace. Now I'd like to see a sudden injection of pace, because I'm not sure that Sony Kuncoro has the capability to react to that. Now when I say injection of pace, I don't necessarily mean hitting a smash. I mean suddenly moving exceptionally quickly to the shuttle and taking it that much earlier, so that you've got more options that you can do with it. Those two rallies ago, when Lee Chong Wei suddenly moved very quickly and then played the smash for the winner, that's the sort of thing that I want to see, so that he bides his time within the rally and then suddenly there's an injection of pace. You see, to me he's almost in a panic at the moment. Quick, I've got to hit a winner, instead of building the rally, getting his opponent out of position, then moving quickly so that he can play his winner.
Just to let you know, all the shouting and screaming is about the victory of Korea over China. Lee Yong-dae and his partner on that occasion has been victorious. It was 28 26 in the second.